Wow, I don't even know where to start with this. This is everything from that cache. Some kind of dragon face. I found these two pieces that fit together. I mean, this is a huge jigsaw puzzle. But if you can look, you can see those pieces right in here. There's a little scene going on, so I've got to decipher all of that. I mean, there is a lot going on. Some of it's sandstone. You can see how some of it's been packed in that red clay. But everything on this table is all found in one spot, one area, and it's not all of it. I haven't gotten all of it yet. Some of them look really old and primitive. I mean, and then you got pieces like this. Like, how are you ever supposed to piece together something like that? You know, I'm seeing a lot of this where there's two different kinds of rocks and veins, which is maybe actually beneficial when it comes to piecing this thing together. But this piece here, really interesting. That's paint. Look at what's going on with that. It's crazy. You can see, I think that was meant to be a lion, and it's actually broke. And here's part of it. I don't know if I have the rest of it here or not, but that was a tri-point. And it looked like it spun like a tri-point spiral, like a drill bit. So I think that way you had like the gold bird on it. And that it almost looks like, I don't know, that could be a little shark. This one, really easy to tell. They were depicting a lion, kind of in the down position. But I guess I'll let you know if I find any more of those. There's not enough to even, I mean, you can set it right up in there, but there's not enough there to really even tell where it goes. You can kind of tell, but there's big gaps, so it might as well sit might as well sit like that. But I'm this one is so crazy. This is a bull, but it's actually, the horn is actually embossed. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's actually embossed. So you've got that bull face there, but the horn is there as well, like 3D embossed. There's a lot going on this one. Another little mouth and a nose there. I would say that's like a badger, Wolverine. That's what it looks like to me. This is that one weird one. If you hold it just right, it kind of looks like a fish, and I can't remember. Some of these have so much going on. You can kind of make out an eye right there, that circle. Probably a bird. Look at this one. This one is crazy. It looks like a friggin' carrot. Is it a carrot? Is this... I have no idea what this was doing in the ground, if this is even part of it. There's another little piece here. Now why in a cache would there be what looks to be a petrified carrot? Did they know how to preserve their food that well, that instead of rotting it would just petrify? What's going on with that piece? I mean, if there was ever something that looked like a carrot that turned into a rock, I think it's this. I mean, look at that. It's insane. I have no idea. A few other pieces. This would kind of go along with that dragon head there, but there's so many little pieces that go with everything, and when you get down to it, I mean, boom, this looks like, bam, snake head. I mean, it's even, I mean, that's funny. That's funny. It's got dirt down in there and it's split. The dirt split. I mean, I don't understand what these things are at all. I mean, I don't... Effigies I kind of get. But what are these? What are these pieces? Like these, what are these pieces that go together? What is this scene? What are they trying to show? I mean, look at this. That's like water waves, clouds. This one kind of looks like maybe a wolf howling. I don't know, it's so hard to tell until you have it all together. Just, who knows? And then there's all these other pieces, and it just... Some of the ones were pretty darn impressive that I was finding. Here, where's that one? I think it's this one. This one's really cool. Now look at that. Like, I don't know if you've been seeing in the comments, I've been saying, like, the stuff looks like it's tattooed. Is that dye? Is that tattoo? How did they do that? And look at this one. Well, oh, let's just do it with a geode. And then I thought this was horned coral, which it is. But I think they made a little... They may have made a little something out of this thing. Like, what is... I just don't know. I don't know enough about them. I mean, I know a little bit about them. I understand why they made them. But, I mean... I forget where it's at, which one it is. There's a quartz one in here somewhere that blinks at you when you change it. Here, this one's pretty cool. Look at that. So that looks like come on, phone. There you go. Like a little bowl. It looks like a bowl. There's another. Oh no, that's the same one. There he is. So it's hard to tell because I think that dirt's blocking it, but there's the nose. Another eye right there. Another eye. I mean, if my phone would focus, that would be grand. Anyways, some of the ones are just the the detail on them is absolutely insane. I mean, the finest detail of stuff. And I guess what I mean by that, let's see, where's that one that's the mouse? Where's that mouse at? Is this it? That ain't that mouse. That might be the mouse. No, that ain't the mouse. Here's an interesting one. It's broken, but it's a frog. It's supposed to look like a little frog sitting down. Now what's also cool about it, and I need to get a magnifying glass out and start looking, but can you see that? That little bitty thing. Right there. Is that a miniature frog? On a frog? Now, this one's broken. But look what it is. That's orange brick. So, I've got some other pieces over here. I need to put them together. We all know about the 45s. These rocks make sense. Even though I don't understand these rocks make sense. What I don't understand is red brick. Is that 1600, 1500, the Spanish, the Europeans, they bring that technology over, the Indians started making them, started using it. Come over here. We all know about flat spots, right? Why is there old concrete effigies? Why is there red brick effigies? I get these. These are fairly old rocks. What am I missing? What am I missing here? I thought that, like, maybe these go back to 1600. They go back further? How far back's concrete go? Too uncanny. Is this a timeline? Are they trying to tell us a timeline? Natural rock to the first man-made rock, the red brick, to what we know today, just an early version, concrete, effigies, and all of it. Is that what's going on? Is this a timeline? What the hell's going on with that fossilized carrot? I'd sure like to know. None of this makes any sense. Ooh, there's another tablet piece. Oh, I like finding those. Where's that one go? I don't know. Oh man, I got some work to do. I don't know. This is a huge puzzle. None of it makes any sense. I understand that different geographies are going to have different versions of rocks and different mineral deposits and whatnot. This looks like... This looks generational. Like something like this being probably the oldest. Something like this being the oldest. I mean, just the basics. I mean, is that a dragon? That's a dragon with a friggin' fang? Or a big tooth? So we go from that to red brick to concrete. What the hell's next? We start all over? Is that what this is all about? To find the beginning, we must go to the end. To find the end, we must go to the beginning. Is it about time for a big catastrophe event to break up all of our stuff now? So the ones who survive have no frickin' clue what the hell's going on either? They just go to work for their pay and pay their taxes and stay in line? I mean, I get it. I think there's a lot of answers here. But man, do I have a lot of questions. That's a lot of pieces. But even with big projects, there's a starting point. I think I found that. That seems to fit pretty darn good in my eyes. Another one with paint on it. At least it looks like paint. I don't know. These pieces, I have no idea. There's some of them are so old. It's just gonna be a lot of deciphering. There's just gonna be a lot of deciphering. And I don't know. I don't know if any of these effigies that were there too are part of it or not. There's a bunch of sandstone, a bunch of whatever this kind of rock is. Here's some granite. There's purple granite in it. I saw some other rock today that I have to go back and do a little investigation on. I'm pretty sure it's got a petroglyph and it's out in plain sight. And it's like, alright, now I'm gonna really start looking. Like, you guys can't even hide the crap very well. I gotta get these clean. I don't even know what to clean them with. Look how long. Look how long that's been sitting there. Come on. There we go. That's a long time to get that kind of stuff on it. That takes a long time. I can't believe nobody ever found it. Or maybe they didn't care. Look at the detail. There's another face. 2 eyes and a nose. On this little bitty piece. And then another one right behind it. Like, here's the first one. Here's the second one. It's crazy. And it's sandstone and eroded. And in that many pieces. But I got 2. There's 2. So I think where there's a will, I think there's going to be a way. But I don't know what the heck that thing is. But it is cool. It's something. Does it all fit together? Is this even all? Is this here all together? This little tablet thing's together? Does it all go together? Does all of it go together? I mean, it was just literally everywhere you went. You'd pick up a piece and look at it. And you just keep looking, and you just keep finding, and you just can't stop. They just keep coming. Man's face. And it just... that looks like a bull. Left side of a bull. There's his nose, eye. Maybe a man. I still haven't rinsed him. I don't know. Super weird. I mean, if you're denying that, there's just... you can't. You can't. The only way that those cuts make sense is if you're using it as three-dimensional art, biomorphic. God, sometimes when I'm hanging on to these things, I get the friggin' heebie-jeebie willy-nillies. So it feels like sometimes something's looking at me, or the rock I'm looking at's looking back. I don't know. But... and I don't know if every single one of these is an effigy, but... every one I've checked has been. I mean, that's a bird, and you can clearly see the feathers. The eye and the feathers coming back. Beak, top of the head. I don't know. This stuff's bigger than I am. I don't understand this at all.